This video is going to be a game changer for you if you need some help setting some goals that work for you, that you're really excited about, so your future can be better than you could ever imagine. So keep watching this video if you want to change the game, if you want to level up today and make it happen. I'm Ali at mindwavemeditation.com. It's time. No messing around, we're straight in with this. I want you to get a piece of paper. Pieces of paper are things that people used in the olden days. You should be able to find them pretty easily. If you can't, just ask someone over the age of 40 to give you a hand. Get a clean piece of paper. I want you to write today's date in the top right-hand corner. And then I want you to create a list of 10 goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 months. Now, the trick here is to not even overthink this. Just write 1 to 10 and just tune into what you think you could actually achieve in 12 months. Some of these goals might be big, some of them might be small. It doesn't matter, but I really want them to be really meaningful to you, something that make you actually smile, light up, feel good, all the rest of it. And these goals have got to be in the present tense. This is the key. So they've got to be I am, I have, I created, I now weigh, I earn X amount, I have achieved. You get the message. It's got to be present. It's got to be like you've already done it. So as you write this, if it feels amazing and you actually kind of light up and have that kind of face, like, oh my God, yeah, this is what I want, then you know you're onto the right track. If you don't, if it's just something that's like, I could take it or leave it, then it can't make the list. This list has got to be something that really, really makes you buzz. So if it makes you buzz when you put it on that list, you know that you've got something that's worth it. So this is the first task. Do this. Don't watch any more of the video, otherwise it doesn't work. So pause the video now, get that done, and then come straight back. All right, so you've got the list if you're playing the game. Now imagine this. Imagine you sat there with your list. You got it in front of you, this physical piece of paper, and this genie just pops out of nowhere and goes, all right? And you go, all right. And he goes, you can have one of those. You can have one of those things off your list. And you go, okay, amazing, how do I do it? And he goes, well, forget about the house. I'll take care of that. But you've just got to do one thing. And if you do this one thing, you can have one of them. And you go, oh, what about all the rest of them? And he goes, nah, it doesn't work like that. You can only choose one. And you go, oh. So you go, all right, well, what's the deal? And the genie looks at you square in the eyes and goes, circle one of those things on that list. And whatever you circle, it's got to be the most powerful, the most meaningful, the most positive for your life right now. And if you circle that one thing, then you can have that one thing sooner than you ever imagined. And you go, oh, that sounds a bit mystical, a bit magical. Are you a real genie? And the genie goes, yeah, 100% real genie. And you go, all right. So at this point, I want you to stop the video and I want you to circle that thing. And as you do this, just for the sake of it, just for a bit of a laugh, just imagine that that genie is real. And that genie is going to make sure that you get this thing that you truly desire. Why not? Life's for living, you know. Why not have a little bit of fun? So circle that thing, pause the video, take a moment, don't spend any more than 10 seconds figuring out which is the priority here, which one of these things is going to be the best thing for your life right now. So pause the video, circle it, feel really, really good about that choice, and then come back. All right, so you've got it if you're playing the game. And yeah, if you're in your car, then you shouldn't be watching this. Or if you're doing something else and you're not doing it right now, just do it later. Promise me that you'll do this later, because why not? Life is for living, life is for evolving, life is for changing and growing and becoming better. So do this. We can watch all this information all day. We can read books, we can study courses. You know, I've done this myself over and over and over again. Is new information comes in, new data, and I go, oh, that's amazing, I should do that. And then I haven't. and then you just don't do it. So first of all, before we go any further, decide that you're actually going to do this. You're going to make sure that you do this so your life becomes better than it is right now. Why not? The next 6 steps are vital. And if you do this, there will be a moment in your future where you stop and think, was that genie actually real? Okay, so here we go, the big 6 steps. Number 1, fresh piece of paper. Number 2, write today's date in the top right-hand corner. You can do it in the left if you want, it doesn't really matter, but just make sure you write today's date. Number 3, and this is a real important one, is decide what your deadline is. Just decide what the deadline is, what you actually can commit to, what you think is attainable, what you think is possible. There's only you and you that you need to talk to. So look in the mirror if you have to and go, when can I do this by? When could I actually pull this off by? And just create a date and stick to it. Number 4, what do you have to do to make this happen? So yeah, the genie said that he was going to do it. But what the genie didn't tell you was that you're actually going to do it, but he's just going to help you in the background and make things happen. Move a few things, play the part of the universe. But you've got to do the work. You've got to do the stuff. You've got to make it happen. And if you move into it, you can do it. And sometimes it just takes a video like this to make you go, you know what, I need to do that thing. I'm going to do it. And that's all it is. It's putting your attention on something and moving forward. Energy in motion. It's moving into it. You can make this happen. It just takes a little bit of organization, but that's what we're doing right here. So decide exactly what you've got to do, all the different steps to make this happen, to make this manifest, to come into fruition in your life. Then number 5 is organize everything you've written down into a new checklist, into a definite checklist, an order of things that you're going to do. Maybe it's one thing a month, maybe it's one thing a week, whatever feels right to you. Again, this is you and your mission here. So, you can set your own deadlines, set your own workload. This is the beauty of this. You can make this work for you by looking at how you work best and not someone's tried and tested method, which is you've got to do it all in a week or in a month. However it feels best to you is how it's going to work for you. Something that's attainable, something that's definitely possible, and something that makes you go, okay, I think I can do this. And number 6, take action every single day. Now, take the weekends off, who's kidding who? Just show up, just keep showing up. And every day, just lean into it. Even just thinking about this thing, I'd say is showing up and doing it. Having this thing on the brain, working through what you've got to do and getting excited about it is part of it. Show up every day in the sense that some days you're not going to feel like it, and that's okay. But if you keep showing up every day and moving forwards and making progress, little steps at a time, just tiny little steps. Maybe if it's a weight goal, just going for a small 5-minute walk is a great first step. If it's making money, maybe start studying money. If you don't know about money and how it works, study manifesting money and actual practical advice about what money is and how it works. If it's about accomplishing your dream, just break it down, chunk it down into actual practical steps like you've already done and start ticking those steps off. Just show up every day and you will be pleasantly surprised how quickly you can make goals happen. I'm currently building a course. It's a massive course. In fact, it's so massive, it's called the Big Transformation Course. And the thought of it was overwhelming. Just to even break it down was overwhelming. There's over 100 videos in this thing. Some of those videos are half an hour to an hour long. It's huge. And what I noticed was the thought of it, thinking about it, trying to work all the stuff out is overwhelming. But doing it, not so much. And it's a great little reminder that The planning out can be exciting. And if you decide to tap out of the thinking mind and just commit to doing small things at a time, one thing at a time, showing up daily and just ticking off one thing at a time, I've got a plan, I've got to film, and then I've got to edit, right? And then times that by 100 odd, it's like, oh my gosh, how can I even think about this? But I just show up to plan. I plan one, and then I go, whew, okay, all right, okay. And then I show up and film one. Oh, okay, oh gosh, that was okay. And then I edit it, and it's like, yeah, all right. And then just repeat. So whatever it is for you, whatever your goal is, whatever your mission is, follow these steps, go back through this video, make a note, do the thing, make it happen. And then lastly, my favorite tip of all, which is always JFDI, just fucking do it. Just do it. Just lean in and get the job done. You will feel pride. You'll feel excitement. You will feel awesome. You will feel all kinds of different feelings you may not have felt for a long time or even before. So honor yourself, honor your life, honor your future story, and tune into what you need to make happen in this lifetime, in this incarnation of life. What has to happen? What have you got to get done? And just fucking do it. If you need any help at all, I've got a free training, and it's practical tips and tools, simple methods, all this kind of stuff, with me yapping away and giving you easy steps to make life happen, to make life more exciting, and to make your dreams become a reality in this lifetime. So click the link below, follow that free training. You'll really enjoy it. I hope to see you in there, and I'll see you on the next video.